Board Cooks.
20 open.
And we're live! Holy shit, we're fucking back!
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Welcome to the Board Cooks podcast. We have been away for like 10 years, but now we are back.
I thought your baby was about to die for a second there. He's like,
He started coughing. Yeah, we have the baby back. First off, I'm going to apologize that there is no video. We are having issues with it, so we're not doing video for a minute till I get that shit situated, because our current sponsors are still Mike and I's bank account. So, yeah, I'm your host, Ben. And then we also got Mike the Barber, and we are joined today by Bama the Alabama ambassador.
the fucking man, the myth, the legend, Bama, Dominic.
I'm just here to have them to pick on me. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We called him over specifically to make fun of him.
He's like, I'm watching a football game. Fuck your football game. Come over here.
We also got my beautiful wife and wonderful son sitting in a mic because we can't put him down for 5 minutes without him getting angry. So he's here also. And then last but very not least, we've got Bama's beautiful girlfriend Tess.
Fiance.
Who you can't see. Fiance.
Wow,
Oh,
dude.
fiance. Whatever.
Way to dial her
Wow.
down. You are
Way to
now on the
just-
shit list.
Yeah, okay.
And that was the last time we ever heard from Ben.
So, what is shaking, everybody?
Shit.
What happened to you, Bama? I heard you tried to rip your car door off.
Yeah, a couple months ago, combination of steroids and Adderall turned me into a dick.
It's just right to the
Can't forget the
chase.
alcohol.
Tried to rip the doors off my truck.
Okay, hold on.
You can't forget the alcohol in that story.
Well, yeah, there was a tad bit of Jack Daniels involved in that.
Tad?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, hold on.
So, we got to tell the story from the beginning.
First off, for anybody that doesn't know who Bama is, how did we meet Bama? We met
11 years ago.
11 years ago at like a bonfire in my mom and dad's
In
backyard.
your backyard.
Yeah. So then he was like, hey, I like beer. I was like, I like beer. He's like, I like to hunt. I was like, I like to hunt. He's like, you like girls? I was like, I like girls. He's like, you like titties? I was like, I love titties. And we became friends.
And that was it.
All over some beer, titties, and hunting.
And a piercing.
Yes, I did. Yeah. I ain't even known the guy 15 minutes. Like, hey, you got your wang wang pierced? Yeah.
I'd like to see that.
No homo. Can I see it? Sure. Here it is.
I live in the Bible
You
Belt of
realize
Alabama. You
Bama's
don't
not
see
the one that said no homo, so that means it's all
Oh, yeah. Bama
Whatever.
tried to touch it and everything.
Whatever. I lived in the Bible Belt of
I heard he
Alabama. I've never
sucked it.
seen anything like that before.
No, that was you and Tex.
Yeah.
When you
Yeah,
get
in the
Tex
swimming pool.
Oh, we'll have to get to that story later. Yeah. We're going to let that
280
linger
pound
with the
world.
So many
audience.
people are fast forwarding at this very moment. Like, can we get to that part? So, all right, we'll describe Bama here. He's probably,
Yes,
5'8".
you've not seen him on the video.
yeah, you're about
You're taller than that. I'm 5'7".
I'm
You're tall.
5'9".
I say you're taller
about
than me.
5'9", what?
295.
295? All right, I was gonna go 3, but you're
What
nice.
a dick.
Deadlifts 135 pounds like a champ.
Deadlifts. He does 12-ounce curls.
It's actually 2 teddy bears and 1 marshmallow now. So.
Oh,
Hey, it's all right.
Added
My
the
Instagram videos got me deadlifting, but what they can't see off screen is I got a guy on either side helping me pick that bar up. Got to get it for the Insta famous.
Yeah, and obviously Bama's from
Alabama.
Alabama.
Oh, no shit.
No shit, huh?
No, that's just my real name. My parents hated me.
Dude, Chelsea today, she's like, I don't even think I knew Bama's real name until about 3 months ago.
I didn't until about 6 months into him living with me.
Get mail like, who's Dominic? Me.
I think that's how it happened. Yeah.
I heard Olivia call you Dominic once, and I got very confused. I was like, "Who's Dominic?" Bama. Oh, yeah. No.
That name is way too regal for that hillbilly sitting in my living room.
Speaking of Olivia, hold on, we'll get to the
Oh, boy.
door ripping.
Olivia,
Olivia,
open this can of worms right
yeah,
now.
hold on.
On the air?
I
Can I call her first so she can tune in?
We're not really live on air. We're live on the Wi-Fi.
Do you went to our wedding over this recently?
I dropped James off over there.
Oh, you dropped James off?
I picked
Because
him up.
I was having a conversation with my lovely wife. Yes, viewers, I got married recently.
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah, when they say like,
Dumbass.
oh, dude, you get
It's
married.
fucking rough, dude.
I realized one thing about being married
Do I look like a happy man to you?
is
Look at me.
all your care goes away. Everything goes away. Like, just, you're careless. You're just like, I think I walked out like poop stains in my underwear and just like laying on the floor like I don't even care about wiping my own ass anymore. We're married.
I have poop stains in my underwear right now.
I'm not even wearing
Just wait till you start actually pooping with like the door open. That's how you know you reached that level of relationship.
But then you and then you also forget you're married sometimes, so you make comments that you don't like just out of pure nature. So like I was like driving a golf cart. And this girl's like, "Hey, can I get a ride on your? Can I get a ride?" I was like, "Maybe later when I get off." And my buddy's like, "Dude, you've been married like 2 weeks." I was like, Why did you take it that way? I was talking about like when I'm off of work, you can ride on the golf cart. Now,
Right.
I'm like, wow, people. But no, I only asked because I thought like maybe you went to that wedding because I thought it was gonna be really.
Definitely not.
I thought it'd be like really awkward that she has like all 3 of her baby daddies at her wedding. Like, did anybody else think that, or did I? Was I the only one?
She's only got 2 baby daddies. Technically.
Oh, right. So her new man here at both her baby daddies are at this.
Right.
I was like, that is gonna be so awkward.
Definitely not gonna
Like,
happen.
I'm dad. I'm dad 1. I'm dad 2. I'm
Yeah.
dad 3. Like
That's her MO, dude. 3 months and a baby. At this one, I give it 3 years, 2 kids, and a nasty divorce.
Oh, so much hope. So much hope. Okay.
So, FYI, those aren't my words. Those came from Teresa the day she got married.
Oh wow! You just, let me
Oh, you're
throw
just
that
gonna
one
throw
on
Tess
my
on-
woman.
The only person that hasn't talked yet just gotten thrown under the bus.
3 years and
So-
a baby.
But she is over here nodding her head like, yeah, no, I totally said that. That was me.
I'm so proud of you.
So we're starting off the new podcast by dogging the fuck out of people.
Oh yeah, dude, that's
Right
we're
off the
back.
rip.
Why
We
not?
are fucking back.
I mean, screw it. Everyone's beefing right now. Let's get into the mix.
Yeah, everybody fucking hates each other.
So
Let's-
before we get too far off, I just want to go back to the steroids thing.
Oh yeah, sorry, we got way off track.
So this dude comes to my house, and I'm trying to get him to go to the gym. And he goes, "Hey man, I got problems with my back, and the doctors hit me with some HGH to help grow it." And I'm like, "No shit, dude, that's awesome. Well, you better hit the gym and take advantage of that shit." And he's like, "Yeah," and goes with me one time, and then and then I don't hear from him for like 2 weeks, dude. I'm calling him like, "Dude, we going? Dude, we going? Dude, we going?" Dude, he will not answer his phone. And then next thing I know, I'm getting you're supposed to help come sign that shit with my dad to be a witness. And then, so I can't get a hold of him, so I get a hold of Tess, and she's like, "Oh, yeah, we need to talk." So I go over there, and I see what the fuck he was taking, and it's straight fucking somatropin. Like, just right out the box steroid. And I'm like, his doctor gave him this? And she's like, "Doctor? No, he's buying it for some dude." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." So that's what happened. All right. And he tried to rip the door off his truck and threw a beer bottle at somebody.
The best part is when you call me, you're like, "Hey, Bama was taking steroids." I was like, "How do you know?" He's like, "Well, he started, like, the doctor gave me HGH." And I was like, "I'm not a medical professional or anything." No. Like, you gotta be, like, bad. I was like, to get that. But then he tells me, Bama's in jail. And all I could do is, like, I'm such a good friend, all I could do was laugh. That's how good of a friend I am. I was like, I just started laughing. He's like, Ben's exact words, like, "Dude, our buddy's in jail." And I was like, "Dude, our buddy's in jail because he tried to rip his own fucking car door off."
Yeah. I went to jail for fucking up my own shit. That is pocketbook justice.
All right, so I want to hear the story from you on what happened that night.
At least up to the point of blacking out.
Yeah, see, I don't know. Well, I remember going to the bar, and I probably didn't even have that much to drink, and then I woke up in jail. I literally woke up, rolled over, looked at the dude next to me like, "Hey, am I in jail right now?" He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Fuck."
Bama said I woke up in handcuffs. Okay. So from what I gathered is you went to the bar, and then you went to another bar.
I went to the VFW first.
Right, and then you went to another place to go fight people. Correct, Teresa?
Correct.
Apparently.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
don't mention any names of
Right,
anybody.
no names.
For the sake of everything.
And then
Protecting
you got
people that
really
aren't
drunk
here.
there. And then your Alabama nature kicked in, and you said some racist ass shit.
Why do you gotta profile me?
Because I'm racist against Alabama people. And
It's not a race, that's a...
they're their own race.
It's not
That's
even a
a race.
nationality. What is it?
They are their own race. Come on, man.
Their own species of
Yeah.
people.
and then you got kicked out of there. You got kicked out of the bar that you go to the most frequent. Like, you live there.
They won't even let me in the parking lot now.
No, that's true. I went there with him like a couple weeks ago. Yeah. And I didn't even know what happened. I walked in to go to the bar and I ordered a beer and they're like, you can't have a beer. And I'm like, dude, I have money. Like, and they're like, no, you're with him. And I'm like, I don't even know that fucker. And they're like, you walked in with him. I'm like, no, I didn't. Let me get a beer. And they still wouldn't give it to me.
So then, from what I heard, is your brother-in-law then decided to, like, start talking intellectual with you, like, trying to be all psychologist and shit.
Yeah, because we know how that works.
Yeah, you fucking Bama drunk, you do not, like, try to talk about his feelings at all. Like, you just let him fucking do Bama shit, which is usually like, blah, 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 Bama. Let's go catfishing. So,
dude, he's sitting right next to you. You can punch him. I won't say a word.
I'm on probation till May. I can't.
There's no video on this podcast.
Wait,
there's no evidence.
You got put on probation for it too?
Yeah, I'm on inactive probation until next May. I went to jail because I got filed for a menacing warrant for a guy coming in my driveway, getting in my wife's face, and I politely put him back in his car. And then he went and filed a warrant.
Politely. That's the key word. Politely. How do you politely put somebody
The
in
same way bouncers politely walk you to the door.
I'm not going to lie. This mead that we're drinking apparently has a high alcohol content.
Oh, yeah, dude.
I can feel my ears getting warm. I don't think it's
I'm thinking I'm drinking a beer and I'm drinking mead like, oh, that's why the Vikings were so rowdy.
Here, give me the rest of that. You don't get any more.
Cough, it's mine.
You drink. And you use some of my wine for the brownies.
That's what's going to make...
This is mine now.
That's what's going to make this podcast
This one's
so
going
great.
viral.
Yeah, this one's going viral.
I get 10%.
I feel all my fucks going away. So anyhow, you get back to your house, right?
I guess.
And you
I don't know.
proceed to projectile pop cans full.
Full pop cans. I was
Full.
picking them up around his yard the next day.
I threw a perfect spiral. It was great.
That's what shattered my windshield.
Oh, you don't remember
And
getting
you
back,
broke
but
a
you
windshield?
remember.
You broke a windshield.
My car, he did $1,500 worth of damage to my car.
Oh, that's your own shit.
Yeah.
That woman is still with you.
Yeah, dude, I would have got you.
godsend.
I would have left that.
Leah would have shot me and left.
So she would still be there
With my own gun.
So wait, the question is,
Yeah.
did you call Teresa to come get you out of jail?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I did.
Teresa, what was your answer?
I can't get you out till Monday.
No, I don't bail my own kids out of jail. Why do I bail you out of jail?
Now, was this, Bam, I gotta ask, did you ask her to get you out before or after you remembered what you were doing? Like, what you had done?
So
So you wake up, you don't know what the fuck happened, you just know
I
you're in
picked
jail.
up the phone,
so-
I called her, and I asked her, my first words out of my mouth was, why the hell did you put me in jail?
Oh, okay. Okay.
That's probably not how you should have led that conversation. Get you out of jail.
Why'd you put me in jail?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, by the way, can you get me out?
Yeah, and then my next question, so when are you coming to get me out? And her reply was, I can't get you out till Monday.
I remember going to jail and like looking at the phone like I don't even know.
No, don't know how to do it. Don't know. Yeah.
And my mom and dad are gonna be like,
I don't remember who even called me. It might have been Jake called me when you were in.
Oh yeah, I called my mom and dad right away, and like I didn't even ask. I was just like, I just calling to check in.
Because I think Jake called me wanting to know what to do about bail, and I was like, bail? He ain't getting no fucking bail.
Yeah, no,
I'm like, are his mom and dad doing anything? And they're like, no, you know they're not. I'm like, yeah, exactly, fuck him.
Y'all could at least
I'm like, I'll see him on Monday.
Yeah, y'all could at least made some T-shirts or something like "Free my boy Mike."
No, fuck you. You deserved it too.
Disney with it.
I did, yeah. Like when I called my parents, like, hey, I'm just calling to check in. I'm in jail. Like, I know you're not gonna bail me out.
I just wanted to let you know where I was.
Yeah, just make it so you know I'm not dead.
It's
yet.
awfully lonely in here.
At the same time, I like went to court and they like give you a comb. Did you get your comb?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, dude. I tried to do my hair. You can't do your hair in jail.
They
There's
get,
no
they
fucking
get you
hairs.
the orange Bob Barker Crocs.
No, dude. I got
Wait,
to
man,
rock my
did they give you a
chucks.
comb?
What? They made me, I couldn't keep any of my street clothes on.
No, I rock chucks the whole time, bro.
I had orange Crocs and a one-piece jumpsuit.
Yeah, dude. I was the most.
No one wants to see me in a one-piece jumpsuit.
the brown LCCC.
Oh, yeah. Bob Barker Incorporated is who it's made from, for real.
Dude, I had one dude in there. I never left booking, But like, there was one dude doing push-ups, and I'm looking at him like, dude, there is no way I'd be doing push-ups on that nasty ass floor. He's like, I'm trying to get swole. I was like, dude, it's Sunday. Court's tomorrow. What do you ain't gonna get swole tomorrow? Like,
Yeah.
I was like, what are you in here for?
That dude knew he wasn't leaving tomorrow.
What are you in
No,
here
he
for?
was-
Traffic ticket.
Yeah,
What are
he
you
was.
doing?
Yeah, he was. What was it?
Merging without a blinker.
Without a blinker.
What was it? I was like because everybody asks you as soon as you walk in, like, what are you in for? You know. So this kid came in, the one doing push-ups, and everybody's like,
Did
what
you flex on him and be like, murder?
Me? No.
No, no.
I killed 37 babies.
With
No.
a toothbrush.
No. I was like, I killed Hitler. So, like, this dude, we're like, what are you in for? Because there's, like, a scale, too. The longer you've been in, the higher up on the hierarchy you are. So I had 4 days in, and, like, the dude next to me had, like, 6 weeks in, so I was, like, just below him.
6 weeks
So
in
you
that
got-
fucking holding tank?
Yeah, dude, he was a
Got an
transfer.
extra blanket then?
Oh, dude, I had all the blankets. But this dude's doing push-ups, and we're like, what are you in for? And he's like, I ran from the cops. We're like, why'd you run from the cops? He's like, I didn't use my blinker, and they pulled me over. We're like, dude, what?
So you get out and run.
Yeah.
They're gonna know that I'm out of blinker fluid. I know it.
Why would you run? Yeah. All right, so you call Teresa. You tell her, why the shit did you put me in jail?
Yep.
And then ask her to get you out of jail.
No. Then she told me what transpired, and I was like, "Oh, I am an absolute asshole." And then I looked at my surroundings and realized I was in a bullpen with 27 dudes.
So the real question is, why did you try to rip your car door off? Like,
I don't know what part of blacked out doesn't make sense.
The thing is, it's because he wanted his truck to look like my truck, which the door got bended all the way back to the fender because it hit the fence.
Got
you know
bended.
what would have happened?
Yeah, that's right.
So like, you were taking roids at the time, right?
Uh-huh.
I bet if you would have went to the gym and worked out on those steroids, you totally would have been able to rip that door off.
Thank you.
I definitely almost ripped the hinges off the door. I had to-
Yeah, but if you would have worked out, you definitely would have.
Pretty
Not
sure my job's
almost.
enough. My job's enough of a workout.
No, I bet, like, seriously.
We're just not gonna leave this alone.
No, if you would have went and actually lifted, dude. Yeah, you probably would have ripped the doors. Then I would have been impressed. I would probably wouldn't have laughed.
I'd have been
As
like,
far-
we're not leaving him in there on punishment. We're leaving him there because we don't want that beast back out into the wild again.
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
Like, I probably wouldn't have laughed as hard, dude. I mean, I laughed so hard when Ben called me. Like, Ben was like, dude, you are the worst friend in the world. I was like, I know.
Yeah, I was trying to be all sympathetic and like help out Tess and be like, what are we gonna do for Bama? We got to make sure Bama's all right. And
I
Mike's
did
like,
not
fuck
laugh
him.
when you went to jail.
Yeah, but I didn't try to rip a car door off. I bought drugs.
Yeah, the stories are a little bit, the stories are a little bit different.
Oh man, that's funny.
But he totally came on the sober side of things when the police pulled in the driveway.
Oh, he's
Like,
sober.
I fucked up.
He's so
I'm going for a ride.
And the worst part, like, in the end of it all, did you even know that you had a warrant?
No, that he filed it a year before this all happened.
So you probably could have waited like 2 more days and been all right.
Yeah, probably.
So have you tried to go back to the bar since?
No, absolutely not.
He went with
No, we went that one time you and I
Yeah,
went.
and they wouldn't let me in. They would.
Right, no, they wouldn't even
we got
serve
in the
me.
parking lot. They were like, nope. Like, dude, I just got out of the car. Right?
I'd never even been to that bar before either. They just saw me get out of the same car you did and would not even serve me, dude. I like pushed past. They had a couple of guys sitting at the door. I didn't know why they were sitting at the door. Clearly, it was to keep him and his like rowdy posse out. And like I just pushed right past him and
Yeah, the
walked.
rowdy posse of me in bed.
Yeah, all 5'7" of me. Like, and so I
Watch out, Gimli's coming in.
And so I went up to the bar, man. I tried to get a beer, and they're like, no. And I straight tried to deny him. I'm like, I just want to. I ordered 2. I ordered 2, and they're like, no. I'm like, why? And they go, well, you're with him. I'm like, I don't even know him. They're like, no. We saw you get out of the car. I'm like, no, you didn't. Give me the two Budweisers.
That never happened.
And they're like, look, like, we don't know you or anything, but we're going to need you to leave because he's not allowed in here. I'm like, so kick him out. I'm here to have a good time. And they're like, we don't want that kind of good time. And I'm like, all right, fine, fuck it.
But like this bar, you're likely to get hepatitis from. Who cares?
Dude, it was a shitty bar, too.
It's a bar. It's a whole.
That ain't a bar. That's like, dude, I could build a bar out of plywood in my backyard and have it be nicer than that place. Dude, there was like 9 teeth between the 20 people in the bar.
That's my kind of bar.
Oh shit! He said you guys ain't got no teeth. So everybody knows Bama does have teeth.
Yeah, they're crooked.
Yeah, I think he's got all of them.
Dude, they fucking throw their.
Dude, he was a
crooked
king in
And
Alabama.
they're real.
He was a king because he had all of his teeth.
You got both molars? Dang.
The alignment is irrelevant. As long as you got them all, man.
Dude, he's probably the best cousin fucker around.
I have no family down there other than my mother and my brothers.
Not anymore. They're all inbred. You don't even know who's related to who anymore.
It's like a bad sequel to Wrong Turn.
So what have you been doing since your stay in the pen?
Just working.
Yeah, since
That's
you're
pretty much
for
it.
3 days. Now you're back out in the free
hardcore
world.
days.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I still got PTSD from that. I
Yeah.
still fold my plate to eat my cereal in the morning.
Sharpens his toothbrush.
I don't share my cookies with anybody.
No, dude, that is the best
The
damn thing in there.
lemon cookies are the best thing in the joint for sure.
I would have shanked somebody for that cookie. For real.
And FYI, the bologna in there is really green, 100% green. And what they tell you is potatoes is plastic.
I got like
Bologna is green in general. Like when they make bologna, it is green.
Yeah, well,
It's just the dye they add to it, like for Oscar Mayer, that makes it
Whatever.
pink.
yo, I like got rice that looked like a mother bird had already eaten it.
And then regurgitated it. Yeah.
Just some lady back there chewing up everybody's rice.
Like,
Yeah.
here's some rice. No, that looks like worm shit.
It was horrible. I was like, I am not gonna even try that. But that cookie was the best thing. And then we got fresh apples. Did you get fresh apples?
Yeah, the last day I was there. I
Oh,
got
dude.
an apple.
Yeah, we got apples. We were like known as like the cool pen because we didn't start no problems.
No, you weren't.
No.
My bullpen was like 95 degrees in there, and there was 27 dudes and 2 white people, me and one other guy. So me and him sat next to each other the whole time.
I like how like everybody just goes regresses.
That's the way I understand it, man. They go
Yeah.
straight racial. Like,
Yeah.
well, I mean, everything's racial now, but
But I met some of the, not coolest, but some of the most intellectual people I've ever met in the bullpen.
Yeah, dude. Like half the people in prison were to put their mind to something, dude. The cancer would be cured for sure. Like we'd have like the craziest stuff. Like these dudes that make like tattoo machines out of like a paper towel
Yeah.
roll and rubber
Paperclip.
bands. Yeah, like dude, if you were to actually put your mind to engineering, I bet you could build some stuff. But instead, you want to slap women and sell crack.
Yeah. And you're right, though. The first question is, what are you in here for? My only answer was, I don't remember.
Honestly,
but I'm sure it was terrifying. So back off.
Yeah.
You immediately just make it something worse than what it really is.
No, everybody in my bullpen was pretty cool, but the guys next to us, they were idiots. They just kept yelling and yelling. The guards would go in there and rough them up, then be quiet for a couple hours. Then they're right back to it. Like, what do you think is going to happen if you keep doing that? Hey, you going to let me out early? No, Jack. Sit back down.
Dude, what was the one guy that just broke out? Like they accidentally released a guy?
Yeah, how do you accidentally release a guy from prison?
Time to check the dinner.
That's my ride.
What the shit was that?
Yeah, we've got like 42 people sitting in the studio,
It's hot.
so weird noises are going to happen.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
don't be such an uptight ass about it,
Yeah.
audience.
If you're listening, don't be jackasses. Yeah, it's not cool.
We are
So-
literally 3 people sitting here with some microphones and a computer.
Yeah, in some dude's fucking bedroom.
Yeah, guys, never on a budget. Yeah, damn it.
Hey, it's We're not in a bedroom, okay? This is the studio.
Oh, we're in a bedroom.
I made a
We are
sign for
in
the
a
front
bedroom.
door and everything. It says studio.
We do not
made
have,
out of
we
a
don't-
pizza box.
We don't have a blinky. We don't have a blinky on-air sign. We are not.
No,
official
it's
yet.
made out of a 2x4 I bought at Hobby Lobby. And some letters that I glued using Elmer's.
We still don't have the blinky on-air sign. So,
Well, yeah, I know, because they're not that fucking cheap.
well, I mean, I'll
I
throw
want
one.
to get a battery operated one.
Did you?
I want to get one with a remote.
But I want one I can just like click on and be like bing and on
That's why you
air.
get it with a remote.
Even though right now we're not doing video. Even though I have this awesome curtain and we have Deadpool sitting here with a Board Cooks headband, which you can win.
Oh, here he goes.
Yep.
And wait, if you order now,
You're not going to order
There's
anything.
more.
So what should the contest be? We got to have a contest because I'm giving away these 35 fucking Board Cooks headbands that I have that I'm not going to wear. All of them. I only need one.
Dude, I don't even have one.
Do you want one? There's literally a box of them sitting underneath the table.
I'll
You
take
can-
one too.
You don't even play paintball.
Whatever.
Yeah, in case y'all forgot, this is a paintball podcast.
Yeah, right.
So pew
That
pew.
we don't talk about.
Yeah, we don't even talk about it anymore. It kind of went to the wayside. Now it's just a podcast of us making fun of Bama.
So what should the contest be? I think, it should be like, the easiest thing is to make people like DM me on Instagram some phrase or word. And the first one to do it wins a headband, or the first 5 to do it win a headband.
But what's the contest?
That's it. That's the contest. Like it's incentive to listen to this
Listen to
podcast.
Ben trying to get people to slide in his DMs like he's popular.
I am popular.
Have you ever seen how many Facebook friends this dude has? He has like 10,000.
Yeah, because half
He
of
literally
It's
them-
all paintball related.
He
It's-
literally hangs out with 4 people. Me, you, Jake,
and his
and
kid.
my cousin Matt.
Hey, that's
and
how
his
celebrities do it. That's how you're friends with celebrities on Facebook. Do you ever hang out with them? No. See, exactly. I'm a celebrity.
kid. True. He's got me. He's got me there.
When in reality, it's like somebody I met one time at a paintball tournament. Sends me a friend
We're best
request.
friends.
And then all my DMs on Instagram are all like pictures of like some kind of Latina chick with huge tits and ass. That's like,
Okay,
hey,
okay.
how are you doing? Long
Okay.
time since we've talked.
I've got it.
And I'm like, okay, ISIS.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
I've got it. I know the contest. They have to. You're gonna put up a picture on your Instagram, okay, of like Deadpool's head
Okay.
and your face, and the one with the best caption, first 5 or the best 5 captions, get the headband.
So we'll pick the best 5.
Yeah. So like
You do realize 5 people aren't even going to comment.
that's fine.
The last contest, we had one person comment.
5.
And I had to send her a message that was like, hey, you won. Which, by the way, apparently she knows you. That's why she listened to the podcast.
Yeah.
And I was supposed to give you a headband to give to her, which I never did.
So
So-
if you guys are listening, you're never gonna get a headband because Ben doesn't remember shit.
3 of the 5 comments will be us.
it'll be Bama 5 times.
Whatever, we'll figure it out.
No, that's good. That's good. So I will post a picture of Deadpool's head. It will be the most recent picture. He'll be wearing the Board Cooks headband. And there won't be any description. It'll just be the picture and some hashtags. And you got to comment. So, which means you have to listen to the podcast to know what the hell's going on with that picture. And then you have to comment.
Yeah.
And the first 5. Not the first 5. Well, probably the only 5.
Yeah.
If I get to
We
5.
love all 5 of you, by the way.
I will send a headband to the best 5, first 5, any 5. Just comment.
And a half a can of Copenhagen.
And we'll send you
A one lucky winner will get a half a can of Copenhagen.
chewed by the Bama himself.
Yeah, the fucking the man, the myth, the legend himself.
Because half of it's already cheap.
All right. So what else is new, Bama?
Oh, not a whole lot. Just work, life. You know, my son is 9 going on asshole. 7 going on asshole, sorry. Not
7.
9.
Wow.
Wow, that's a big difference.
Dad of the
He'll
year.
be 8 in February, so.
Dad of the year. My son's not. Wait. 7. That shows that Alabama education.
Dude, I don't know how old my son is, and we just got him like a few weeks
I think
ago.
he's like 6.
You
6
just
months?
got him like you went to Walmart and bought him.
Yes, I want that one.
I mean, it's not like he did shit, so.
I held your hand for 27 hours, goddammit.
No, actually, your aunt held my hand for 27
I held
hours.
your
You
hand,
fell
too.
asleep on
Shut
the
the fuck up,
couch.
I got a nipple twister during my son's delivery.
Yeah, I totally did fall asleep on the couch during my wife's 27-hour delivery, but you be up for that long during that intense situation.
Oh, you can go
I was
fuck
up for
yourself.
3
You be
days.
up
Yeah, it's
that long.
different.
I was.
You were kept awake by like 5 hands entering you.
Guys,
Yeah.
I came in after the child was already born.
No. For my delivery, I had 13 of my guys out in the hallway.
Yeah, I
and
remember, I was
6
one of them.
6 of them in the delivery room.
Yeah, dude, I had to run security because you had like her family like coming from like Africa.
Her mom's like, only families allowed here. I said, in case you didn't know, this is my family.
Then it's like I have 3 family members. Like, dude, yeah, you had like her like distant cousins from like Asia showing up.
Armenia.
Like, who are these people? Like, I think some dudes in a suit, and they probably were mobsters, but I like punked them out.
Remember Bench in the waiting room?
Yeah.
The nurse came, guys, could you guys wake the guy up in the waiting room that's snoring? He's scaring people.
Yeah, but then I think her mom even tried to bring the dogs. Like, the dogs want to see. Like, the dogs. Who brings dogs to look at their daughter's vagina just blow open?
Like, here you go, Sparky. It's where you came from.
Oh man, their mom's gonna listen, hate me all over.
And I will tag her on Facebook.
Oh, dude, she already hates me.
So you guys ready for hunting season?
Oh yeah. If I get to participate this year, because my job is crazy during hunting season.
Oh, Jesus.
All right. Yeah, it's the only other place I've ever get up 2 o'clock in the fucking morning.
Yeah.
Yo, dude, I took Grace last week.
Yeah, how'd that go? What'd you guys hunt?
We went hunting dove, but like we didn't get anything.
The
but
bird
like,
of peace.
the bird
Awesome.
of peace. So, but here I am, like my brother's like, all right, I want to leave by 4 o'clock. I'm like, it's dove season, bro. What you want to get up so early for? Bro?
Where's Matt gotta be?
We were going out to Pioneer, so like an hour drive. I get it.
But dove hunting at 4 a.m.
Well, we got there.
I'm not gonna be there hunting dove. I'll be there at like noon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
10 o'clock.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
we got there. It was like 6 o'clock, so we had like an hour to wait anyhow. So Grace didn't go to bed till 9, and she's 5. So I'm like, oh, this is gonna suck when I get you up at 3:30 in the morning, right? So I go in to wake her up, and I'm like, yeah, this is gonna be fun trying to wake her up, dude. She is already sitting up, like, hey, Dad. I'm like, oh, all right, what are we gonna do? This cool.
You don't have the cup of coffee made for me yet? What have you been doing?
Yeah, dude, she did great. I was proud of her. She did real good. She didn't get stuck in the marsh.
Probably didn't forget her pants either.
Oh, yeah, that was great that day. Ben.
Or shit her pants. Remember that happened?
You
too.
did.
I did do that.
You
We
shit
did.
your pants?
Oh,
It
my
is a
God.
good luck charm for me, Michael.
Yes, he did.
All right, we'll go to this one then.
How many times have I been hunting with you? I've never heard this story.
Really?
You
Well,
never.
Oh, man.
It's early goose season. This is probably, I don't know, 9 years ago. And me and Mike are so jacked up the night before, we can't sleep. So we get up. I throw all my, it's going to be cold, so I get all my stuff on. The moment I start to walk out the door, I shit my pants. Like I told Mike, I said, we're going
Like
to be like,
straight up, like turd in the bucket. and
turd
everything.
down the back of the leg.
Dude, he was like, oh, I got to
Did
fart.
you not feel that coming? Or
No, he
I
was
thought
like,
it was a fart.
He's like, I got to
You
fart.
were still at your house?
Dude, we were still at
We're
my house. He spent the night, and he's like, oh, I got to fart. I was like, okay, thanks for telling me. And then he just has that look on his face. Like,
Something bad happened.
that like Scooby-Doo look.
Like, ruh-roh, Raggy.
And I was like, and I was just joking, like, you just shit yourself, didn't you? And he just like Billy Bob from Varsity Blues when he's about to shake his head. And I was like, dude, you shit yourself? And he's like, yeah.
Hey, but we killed shit that day.
Dude, he bitched so much about having to go commando in jeans for the rest of the day.
Dude, you know how much you chafe as a fat kid and no underwear with blue jeans on?
I couldn't believe
It's like
it.
sandpaper. In areas you don't want sandpaper.
Yeah, so he straight shit his pants. The notorious pants shitter.
But we killed shit that day.
Yeah, we did kill some geese that day. You could be like Ben, who almost forgot his pants. Wandered like we had. This is when we worked at the bar together, and we had gone hunting for, 3 weeks straight. Just
it was like every day.
We did not stop.
And I closed the bar down at 2, went home, tried to sleep for like a half an hour, and then
Never worked.
and then we'd leave at like 2:30, 3 o'clock to go hunting.
Yeah.
We'd hunt till like 10, 11, and then I'd be back in the bar by noon.
Was that the baby that shit himself? I thought you were doing the lip fart
No,
thing.
it was totally him.
Your kid just grown ass man farted. Speaking of shitting themselves,
I really hope that's on the
oh, dude,
one of the mics.
I heard it through my headset. That's why I looked at Leah. Leah was just like, it just
Look at him sitting there all innocent and shit. Like,
grown ass.
He's like, what was that noise?
Aw, that's my baby.
So
That's your kid 100%.
So anyhow, I show up to Ben's house. It's 2 a.m. as usual, and he's laying there. Leah, I think
We were dating.
Yeah, you were the Leah at the time. I kicked Leah by accident because I thought it was Ben. Leah's like, I was like, oh, that's Leah, my bad. And Ben gets up. I was like, you ready? He's like, yeah. And he's like, Dad, I'm about to just fall asleep standing up, tired. So he starts grabbing all of his stuff, and I'm like, you forget something? He's like, yeah, dude, my coat. Shit, my coat. Where's my coat? He grabs his coat. I'm like, you forget something? He's like, yeah, my gun. I need my gun. Grabs his gun. You forget something? Shells. I need my shells. You forget something? What am I forgetting, Mike? Fucking pants, Ben. Fucking pants.
19 degrees out here and you have no pants on.
He's like, yeah. Dude, he is standing there and mossy oak t-shirt, a coat on, boots, and no pants.
That's why he's my best friend.
He put his boots on first. And I'm like, how do you put your boots on and forget pants?
all right, it was a long couple of weeks.
Oh, I gotta go. Real quick.
Yeah, the baby shit himself, didn't he?
Nothing beats us. All right, let's set the scene here.
Alright.
Mike used to drive a Mitsubishi Lancer.
Because he thought he was Vin Diesel for a long time.
Yeah, we were. He was a straight.
Shout out Carl Balzer, who's like 32 and still thinks he's Vin Diesel.
Yeah,
I hope he hears this in your stupid ass BMW.
but
Your BMW sucks.
we used to pack me, Ben,
I'm not
Mike,
kidding.
3 bags of decoys and a dog in a Lancer. We were dedicated. People were confused at the gas pump. I promise you.
Nothing beats the time.
People were confused
We go out,
because
we
the
get-
dog was sitting shotgun, by the way.
Yeah, me
Dude.
and Ben are crammed in the back underneath the decoys and the ambulance.
It was opening day, and we couldn't get in at our regular walk-in over to Metzger's.
Oh boy.
So we go around. Mike goes. Well, I got this other way in. It's a little bit secret in the.
And you have to be
the spot.
120 pounds.
The spot is like 100 yards out from where we're gonna go in from this rock wall, and so we go climbing down there, and about 20 feet in, Bama's like, "Hey man, I'm stuck." I'm like, what the fuck you talking about? You're stuck. And he goes, man, I'm stuck. I can't move my feet. I'm stuck in the marsh. Mike's like, God damn it. All right, well, Ben, here, you take the decoys, everybody's shotguns, everybody's fucking bags.
Like a fucking pack mule. Take all
And he
this
goes,
shit back.
He's like, walk 100 yards in that
You weren't even
direction.
close to being in shape at this time, too. I didn't even think about your heart condition or anything.
Just stop. Just walk 100 yards. You'll be fine. You'll be there.
And so I'm out there just humping these 3 fucking extended fucking barrel waterfowl shotguns, dude. 3 backpacks full of fucking shells, in a bag full of fucking 2 dozen decoys. And now, mind you, he's like, the water doesn't get that deep. Next thing I know, the water's at like 5 feet. I'm only 5'7". I'm holding 3 shotguns over my head, trying to keep from in the water. Like, I don't see the spot.
And not get attacked by muskrats.
Yeah. Avoid those hills. Muskrats live in those hills.
And they are defensive.
Dude, I turned around, got back to like knee deep water, pulled out my phone, and called Mike. And Mike's like, "Yeah, we need you to come back here. We got a bit of a situation." So when I left, Bama's only like maybe shin deep in this fucking marsh, I get back. This motherfucker is shoulder deep in the fucking water, and he's sunk. And they're like, "We gotta call the fire department."
No, the best part is before all that. Ben walks off, and I'm like, Mike, I'm stuck. He's like, how do you get stuck? I'm like, Mike, you're a $120 sopping wet. I'm pushing 280 pounds at the time. Like, I cannot walk across soft mud. So he calls his dad, and he's like, Bama's stuck in the mud. What are we doing? And his dad starts laughing. He goes, what do you mean he's stuck? And Mike's like, well, he's stuck. He goes, well, take his waders off, try to pull him out. We did that. Guess what happened? I went down deeper.
dude, every attempt we made to get him out, he just got deeper. And the worst part is 2 foot from him where I'm standing is
was solid ground.
and he just, and I'm like, dude, and like I'm yelling at him. I'm like, dude, get the fuck out of the hole. And he's like, I'm stuck. I'm like, you're not stuck. And I went to help him. I was like, oh, you're stuck. He's like, no shit.
So then he calls the fire department, and it's like a podunk volunteer. There's probably 6 guys that stand around and do nothing. And the alarm goes off, and then a cop rolls up. Now, mind you, it is not warm outside. The cop rolls up, shines a spotlight on Mike, and goes, are you the one stuck? And Mike's like, no. And he points down, and he's like, oh. He goes, well, I'm going to get back in my cruiser, and I'm going to enjoy this hot cup of coffee. And me and Mike are thinking, all right, I'm thinking to myself, go ahead, I'm just going to rip this bong real quick. Not a big deal.
You totally should have said it and see what the dude did. He would have shot us probably.
So then Ben, you can hear Ben running back.
Dude, it's like a stampede.
After he finds
Dude,
out.
I was so excited.
after he finds out the volunteer fire department's coming in, we're all banking on the helicopter pulling me out because that would have been sweet.
No, dude, the lieutenant was like, no, it's going to break his back.
So first,
yeah, he was. He said it's like giving birth to a baby rhino.
well, first they tried to put a lasso around me and pull me out of the truck, and that hurt. That was painful. Well, then the smoky little blonde gets out of the truck, and at the time I'm single.
Yeah, there was a smoking hot blonde firefighter.
So she gets out of the truck, and Mike's
Funny
like,
story
hey.
is I know who she is.
Now, Mike's like, hey, there's a cute little blonde up there. I'm like, oh yeah, I think I can get a number. He's like, dude, you're fat. You're stuck in the mud. It's not happening.
Dude, they came out with that sled and had to like walk like 3 guys across in order to pull you out with the sled. And that one dude is like, no, we shouldn't use the sled. He's like some volunteer, and they're like, we shouldn't use the sled, we should use this. And the lieutenant's like, no, we're going to use the sled. And he goes, no, man, we should use this. And the guy goes, oh, okay, because I'm not a fucking lieutenant or anything.
Yeah. And then they were like, we've never pulled anybody out of here alive before. I'm like, well, this is the first. They're like, we ain't done yet.
So we get, I was on the sled with him helping pull Bama straight out. We get him out. And then we go up on shore, and Bama goes, hey,
I was sitting on a drainage pipe just watching everything, trying to film it with my fucking... Dude, it was like a fucking BlackBerry or something.
And then I remember him being like, and Bama's like, hey, can you guys spray me off? And they're like, yeah. And they bust out like an 1 3/4 and spray Bama down with like a combination nozzle.
Yeah.
About knocked him on his ass. And then they're like, all right, maybe you guys will have better luck tomorrow. We're like, what are you talking about? We're just going to go maybe 100 yards over there and go back on out there. So if you guys want to hang out for a second, just to make
sure we're all good.
Yeah.
Funny thing about that is,
we shot ducks.
We fast forward, me and Teresa have been together 6 years now, so probably about 4 years ago we were out at the boat, and my boat broke down in the middle of Lake Erie. So the guy comes to tow us. And as he's telling us, we're swapping stories about Mesker's Marsh. He's like, yeah, I heard they pulled a guy out there that was duck hunting and got stuck. And I was like, yeah, you're talking to him. You want an autograph? He's like, no, you're an idiot.
Dude, you're a fucking legend.
I'm the one that came out alive.
Fucking Mud Puppy.
And that is how I got my other nickname as Mud Puppy.
Dude, you got so many nicknames. Chubbs, bitch.
I'm not Chubbs. Chubbs was not me.
You were deemed Chubbs like 24 hours ago.
Crap.
You called my phone and just...
I can't.
My favorite is still the Alabama ambassador.
That was by far my favorite one. People are like, dude, how'd you end up with a cool nickname like Bama? I'm like, well, I guess it could be worse, but it just stuck. I moved here from Alabama. Well, I'm from Alaska. Moved to Alabama when I was little, but anyway.
Well, Bama, I don't know where he from.
Yeah, there's Tex. I'm not sure where he come from either.
Oh, man. Bama. Fucking Bama.
I got guys that I work with, and they're like, "Who's Dominic on the schedule?" I'm like, "Dude, I've been your boss for about 6 years."
Fucking Bama. So, like, do you ever just fuck people up and be like, "Hi, my name's Dominic"?
I mean, no, not really, but that's a pretty good idea. I should start throwing curveballs.
You should.
Like next time we all hang out with the family, like, and they bring someone in that we don't know. That
You should give
never
them other
happens.
states. Like what?
Arkansas.
My name's Vada.
I'm Aya.
They call me.
Why they call you? Why they call you Vada from Kansas?
They call me Aware. Delaware.
Why they call you Bama? I'm from South Dakota.
Oh, see, I have done that before. They're like, "Why do you call you Bama?" I'm like, "I'm from Alaska." I mean, I'm not lying to them.
No, you're not.
I mean, it just happened that way.
Dude, they go. You went from like opposite parts of the continent. Like you're like, I'm gonna start up here in Alabama, in Alaska. I'm gonna move on down to Alabama.
I remember the day I stepped off the airplane in Alabama and felt the humidity for the first time, and I was like, "Fuck this." But I was 10, so I didn't say "fuck this." I was just like, "What is this crap?" That is what I feel. Like my dad's like, "That's humidity." I'm like, "Oh well, sucks."
I like how you never lived anywhere cool either. It's like
What?
I'm gonna live in the backwoods of fucking Alaska,
and then go to backwoods of Alabama.
and then you
Just
go
hotter.
then you go to fucking Alabama, and then you come to Ohio. It's
Bitch
never
ass
like,
Toledo, Ohio, where
Right.
you're likely to get shot.
Yeah, I don't even tell
yeah, it's
people
never
where I
like
live
it's
now.
never like I lived in L.A., I lived in Vegas, I lived in New York. No, it's like I lived in all the shitholes that like nobody ever wants to fucking go
Right.
to.
Well, Alaska definitely was a shithole. And Alabama was a shithole.
Oh yeah, there's not
Toledo,
enough shit there to be a shithole.
I don't even tell people, like, my friends down south, like, "Where do you live?" I'm like, "Ohio." They're like, "What part?" I'm like,
Berkey.
right next to the Michigan line. That's it. I leave it at that.
Ohio.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ohio City, Ohio. That's
you know that one part with the cornfields? and
Tippecanoe.
city?
I'm from Tippecanoe.
Fucking Ohio. Only place I know that's got
or when you do tell people from out of town that keep up on the news, they're like, "Oh, you're from Toledo? Do you get shot at on a weekly basis?" I'm like, "Well, I don't live in
Every
Toledo.
day.
I live outside of Toledo."
I would lie. Yes, constantly. I'd be like, I get shot at twice a day. They have like signs for it.
Yeah.
Beware of being shot. And then you're just like, what? And then you get shot. I've been shot about like 35 times.
In Toledo, yeah. Everybody's been shot in Toledo.
I must be still a rookie then because I haven't been shot yet.
You haven't been here long enough to be initiated officially by getting shot.
We have almost been shot at before. We've had guns pulled on us before.
Yes. Yes.
One was from your old man when we tried to sneak back in your house after we'd been out all night.
Well, that doesn't count.
Yeah.
It counts. That was
My
a
dad
gun.
pulls a gun on you for like trying to
That
take
was
his
the
cookie.
gun barrel. Mike was like, home team.
Dude, if we're counting as many times as Mike's dad has pulled a gun on me, then we're in like the thousands.
The messed up part is this dude had a key, but he decides we want to climb through the back kitchen window because that's a smart idea.
I was drunk and couldn't figure out which key it was. I still do that in my own house and the door's unlocked.
By the way, don't drink and drive. We don't condone that.
No,
It
no.
just happened once.
Negative.
Never has happened.
Hell, Ben used to live less than a mile away, and we swapped drivers 3 or 4 times because we couldn't figure out which one was driving worse.
Oh, jeez. Ben's house. We used to party hard there.
I think we should just go there and,
I'm
and
apologizing.
act like we're stuck in limbo like spirits.
It's a neighborhood.
Exactly. We should
Yeah,
just
like
go there.
somebody bought the land and turned it into a
We'll
neighborhood.
sit in the general area of Grant's house and be like act like spirits. We're just stuck in limbo doing what we did every day anyway.
Yeah, we don't
Except people call the cops and they'll be like, 3 random ass fucking people are sitting in my front yard.
there isn't a basketball hoop with a big ass spotlight over it where we play straight basketball in there anymore. That was like our brightest idea with the Ben's
And that was like a 12-foot hoop too. That
Yeah.
hoop was so fucking big.
not even regulation.
Nothing we did at that house was regulated. We
Oh.
shot a groundhog with an AK-47 out of the window.
Sure did.
There are rednecks everywhere. So you know.
I forgot about that. Yeah, that totally happened.
Dude, we shot everything at groundhog.
That groundhog was a G.
Best one was your dad, dude. Fucking. I don't know why they call me a criminal. I ain't no criminal. And then,
Because he sold
Oh my god, we gotta tell this. Alright, I'll tell this story.
You guys wasted good moonshine, by the way. I'm never giving you guys moonshine again, ever.
So my dad had gotten a divorce from my stepmom and went to jail for 10 days for non-payment of alimony. Gets out of jail and they stuck his mugshot in Crime Times next to a child molester and a drug dealer. And he's like mad as fuck about it. Like, I'm not a goddamn fucking criminal. They're gonna put me next to these motherfuckers. Well, at the time he gets out of jail and dropped off by the taxi cab, me and Mike are sitting on my back patio with a bow, and we got a cloth wrapped around it. We're trying to make a flaming arrow like in the movies.
Yeah,
we've tried we tried everything from like 190 proof moonshine to like brake fluid and transmission fluid and shit, and we're trying to make this flaming arrow, and we're trying to blow up a pumpkin that's filled with gasoline. Shows you how bright we were. Well, anyway, it's not working.
And they say people from the South are stupid.
The flame keeps going out, and the flame keeps going out as we shoot the arrow. And so my dad gets back, and we're like, "Oh, hey, how you doing?" And he's bitched about being a criminal, and he's like, "I'm not a fucking danger to society. I don't fucking understand why the hell they think I'm some kind of fucking danger to society. What the fuck are you boys doing? That ain't the way you fucking do that." And he grabs a fucking bottle, fills it full of brake fluid and moonshine, sticks a rag in it, makes a Molotov cocktail. As he's lighting the lighter, goes, "Do you boys think I'm some kind of danger to society?" Lights the fucking Molotov cocktail he just made out of shit that just happened to be on my back patio, throws the fucker and goes, "Fire in the hole!" and blows up the whole fucking pumpkin in about a fucking 15-foot radius of my fucking backyard.
He's like, "I don't believe. Can you believe what they call me?" I'm like, "No, Tom, I can't believe it all."
Yeah, no, you're totally no danger to
Now we have
society.
to call the fire department to put out the fucking forest fire you just started, but alright. Oh man. Dude, I miss your
How are we still alive?
My dad was here
Seriously.
probably about 20 minutes before you got here.
Was he?
Yeah, he was over here trying to check out, trying to get the baby, but baby started taking a nap, so.
Oh.
Yeah, him and Gina were both here.
No, that and I miss your house. Dude, we used so much time.
Dude, 13 acres of whatever the fuck we wanted. It was so good.
It was almost like I was back home in Alabama, but there was no parental supervision. It was awesome.
Dude, we were so far off the road, you couldn't fucking see shit going on. Big ass pool. That house was the shit.
I went streaking so many times.
We were 20 some odd years old. Got bored, cut down a tree that turned into a 4-man fort with a couch in it in a day. In a day.
It started with one tree. Me and Ian wanted to go cut a tree down with an axe. We're like, we want to be men. Because we don't know.
And then I was like, hey, I got a chainsaw.
No, we didn't use it.
Yeah, it didn't even work. You brought it out and it didn't fucking work.
We didn't use that until we were cutting actual wood to burn fire. We were like, no, we were making because it started out with one tree. One tree turned into 2 trees. 2 trees turned into
probably about good part of 13.
But yeah. 2 trees turned into fucking deforestation, and and then we're like, let's build a fort, and we built a fort. We used vines and all that other shit.
Wrap it all together.
Yeah, and then we're like, what are we gonna now? What? And we're like, dude, let's party in this fucking thing. And then the Slapaho tribe was born.
Yep.
But yeah, we didn't use the chainsaw until we're like, we need firewood.
Pretty sure that chainsaw is still sitting in the woods back there.
Yeah, we left it out there.
The couch. We carried a whole couch out there.
That fort was still standing when they started making the neighborhood.
Yeah, it was.
I bet they came across like, man, I wanted those ancient ruins. Some guy was like, no, there's a couch and here's a bunch of kids.
We also used poly for the roof.
Yeah.
That was the greatest idea we ever had. If we caught on fire, we were dead.
We tried making a chimney by cutting a hole in the poly.
Yeah. If they knew that, they probably some kids probably didn't know it was grown men.
Yeah, it was grown men. Survivor Man can kiss my ass.
Fuck you, Bear Grylls.
We didn't even eat any vitamins.
I didn't have to drink my own pee, and I'm plenty warm.
We went to the faucet, Bear Grylls. That's where we went.
We walked back to Grandma's house to the kitchen. Duh.
Took all the gushers.
Pretty sure we left a pot of macaroni and cheese sitting out there too.
There was like 4 or 5 pots and pans, utensils. There was like 3 pillows and a couple of blankets.
Yeah.
'Cause it was still standing when
I
they
have a
started
picture
digging
of all
the
of us in
foundation.
that fort on my Facebook.
So do I, and you look like kind of cut in those fucking pictures.
I was a beast when I first moved
Yeah,
here.
you look like a fucking pretty muscular motherfucker.
I was a monster when I first moved here.
Actually, I was just talking to Leah about a week ago. We found it on Facebook, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, look at Bama, and she's like, Oh my God. I'm like, Yeah, dude, and he fucking started eating Oreos and shit. And then,
I got old, had a kid. I got the dad bod.
drinking Budweiser. That ain't a dad bod.
That ain't a dad bod.
Yes.
That's like a dad bus.
Whatever. Hey, I've lost 75 pounds since I've been back to work after breaking my leg, so I'm alright with that.
Okay.
Now, did you break your leg trying to rip the car door off?
No, I broke my leg at work.
You know, I bet if you would have worked out while doing those steroids, you would have lost like a lot more than 75 pounds.
Yeah, and then
I'm not condoning
did more
steroids.
damage.
I'm just saying,
Did more
take
damage.
steroids and at least
I mean,
work
if
out.
they're there,
Right, and did more damage and went to jail longer.
just say no
We
to
might not be having
steroids.
this conversation.
Oh, dude, you remember the pool party where you touched Texas penis, Ben?
Nope, don't remember that at all.
Yes, you
Of course not. Mind you, we were skinny dipping in a pool in October in Ohio.
Oh man, the girl I was dating at the time. It's a good thing my wife probably left for this story.
She's heard it plenty of times.
The girl I was dating at the time was at the opposite end of the pool that I was at, and she was sitting like right in the middle of the pool, and so I thought I'd be romantic, dive in at the other end, swim all the way down underwater, and then like get to her body and work my way up. So I popped up at her tits and fucking like smiled at her, like all romantic.
Like.
Yeah, all sexual, like, right? Mind you, there's like 20 fucking people naked as fuck, like, in this pool. And so I dive in, I'm swimming, you know, heavy chlorine, and I got my eyes closed, and I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah, man, I'm on target, this is gonna be fucking great. I feel a leg. I'm like, hell yeah, there she is. She's about to get wet as fuck, and I fucking work my way up the body, and it's a fucking like 6'4", 300-pound man from Texas that we call Tex. And as soon as I look up at him, he goes, "Hey, baby," and I screamed bloody murder like a fucking toddler.
There was like 4 of us on the deck, and like you could see
everybody could see into the water and see like me veer off
dude,
direction.
so off course. Like he was dead on with this woman, and we're like, oh yeah, he's about to attack her. He's about to go, 1995 Jaws on this shit. And all of a sudden, it was like, he just veered. I don't even know what happened. He just hit the tides of the pool or something. Veered off course. And
yeah, I had no idea.
nobody radioed into it. Like, we're off course because we're all great friends. Like,
Yeah.
we're
Come in. You are off course. You need 3 degrees east.
And Tex the whole time sees he coming, and we're like, "You gonna move?" He goes, "Nope." And we're like, "You're just gonna take this?" I was like, "What if he grabs your wiener?" And then he goes, "Well, he better finish the job."
Right.
Dude, like, I've never seen Ben. You squealed like a little piggy.
Oh yeah, I did.
It's like Deliverance.
Dude, I've never seen you move so fast. It was funny. So in the end, we still say Ben like just pretty much gave Tex a hand.
Yeah, the story like evolved over a few days. It was like, oh yeah, Ben made this horrible mistake, but it was pretty funny to, Ben was pretending to go to his girlfriend, but ended up wanting to really go to Tex. To Ben blew Tex in the pool.
Right.
To Ben was getting butt fucked in the bedroom because that's just the thing Ben and Tex always did. They were gay lovers. You didn't know that?
They were the original Brokeback Mountain.
Yeah, dude, who knows? You were fucking into some weird shit. You had a grandma blow up doll and everything.
Oh yeah, you bought me,
guilt.
fucker.
The guilt. We also gave him a Viagra on his birthday.
All we're gonna say about that night is the last thing I remember is an Irish bar telling me that they had no more Jameson because I drank it all. Woke up the next morning wearing nothing but a leather thong and a blow-up doll, a grandma blow-up doll, which I did not own prior to the start of that night. And I don't remember anything in between, but at least I wasn't on steroids.
That's true.
Damn.
But you did rock a leather thong.
Yeah, you,
After
Oh,
being
in front of my whole family.
after
dude,
being
it-
slipped a Viagra
Yeah,
with a triumphant hard on. It was 6 inches of pure awful.
Yeah, these fuckers slipped the Viagra in my drink.
the worst part is you're one of those drunk guys that like can't talk to you from a distance.
I mean, if me and Ben were fight, we're both chunky. We would have touched bellies.
Yeah, like,
We would have been touching tips instead of bellies.
like yeah, Ben cannot like have a conversation with you when he's drunk more than 3 centimeters away from your face. So I officially regretted that decision real quickly after I realized like I am now like Ben is talking to me and his wiener is just resting on my knee.
We knew we were gonna get into that though before we slipped. We were like, dude, this dude is gonna be drunk.
No, I didn't think about the particulars until that moment. Like, you know what? I might have made a bad choice here. Like, Ben. That's why I kept like trying to push Ben away. Like, stop. You know what? We're homies, man. But like, your hang down, actually hanging down on my leg is not cool.
Yeah, but Mike's that guy. Mike's like, yeah, we're gonna get people real fucked up. But then Mike's the one that disappears when shit hits the fan.
I'm a great friend.
Like, this is gonna be awesome. Where's Mike at when shit hits the fan? Oh, he's off doing some shit.
We've been going over an hour.
Hell yeah.
Oh, dude.
I can do this every Sunday as long as I'm off work.
Every Sunday?
Why not?
I think it's Saturday. Yeah.
Night shifter. I'm a night shifter. Right?
Oh.
It's either light or it's dark outside.
Dude, it's still bright outside. It's
Whatever.
so dark in here. I feel like it's
Night
only 6
shifter.
o'clock.
I remember my first part-time job.
Well, we want to
Dude,
take
you sit in a recliner and play Xbox until you have to go save lives.
No! Oh,
Well,
dude, I went on a Rager the other day. Oh, I got my ass kicked.
we want to take a quick break. Come back in a few minutes.
Sure.
All right, we'll be right back. Bet you don't even notice that we're gone.
Thanks
Because of editing.